catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. From left to right, sets off. Oh,
Down!
watch him, he's gonna stop. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome to Neyland, as it is Georgia versus Tennessee, a clash in the SEC. Elin Off and Cade Padgett having the time of our lives here, getting ready for this one.
Yeah, Elin, we're fixing to finish up week 7 tomorrow night. We got another great SEC matchup in front of us with two teams that aren't going to finish in the top 3, but both of these teams with a win tonight could set up a potential win and vote in next week with week 8.
And the return by Trey Gaither makes it for 21 yards, and that'll bring up the Vols offense, led by Sterling Verdugo, the junior out of Hilliard, Ohio. Takes the snap, throws towards the right side. That is caught by Nico Dennis for a 12-yard pickup.
And a nice throw by Verdugo, hitting Dennis, running right towards the line to gain, gets 12 yards, moves the chains. Nice to go first down from first down on your first play from scrimmage.
Verdugo in the gun. Takes the rolls towards the right, throws. That is caught wide open man by Nico Dennis, and he is going to pick up 29 yards.
Yeah, and Verdugo rolling left does the proper thing and sets his feet and finds Nico Dennis on what is an absolutely clinical corner route, breaks the tackle to get forward for a couple more yards. And I said it last game, I say it every time I'm on the broadcast, corner routes in the CFSL, you can't cover them.
Verdugo goes into the pistol. Keep your eye on Kelby Fulton. He's the running back, and he'll get the handoff here. No gain on the play, second down and 10.
And the Georgia defense must have heard what you were saying, Elin. Tyrell Truss with the TFL on Fulton early. Good stop by the Dogs defense.
Pistol formation, Verdugo takes the snap, hands off Fulton, puts on a stiff arm, but he's brought down for a loss of 3 yards. Quincy Waters, his first tackle of the game.
And we know Tennessee loves to get Kelby Fulton going, averages over 100 yards on the ground each and every game, 20 carries. So as Fulton goes, so does this volunteer offense, but don't sleep on Sterling Verdugo.
Verdugo drops back, throws, and that is caught by Ace Shepard, who lays out to get it.
Diving catch by Ace Shepard, only where he could catch it. Great job by Sterling Verdugo, but I'm looking in chat and Tiny saying that his man Nico just got engaged and is having a great game to start. Congratulations, Nico. You love to see it.
Absolutely. Verdugo takes the snap, drops back, throws, caught, touchdown, Nico Dennis. And that man is looking to have a big game.
The man of the hour indeed. 4 passes complete on the first drive. 3 of them to Nico Dennis, including the strike into the end zone by Sterling Verdugo, and what was an absolutely clinical drive. 6 plays, a minute 20 off the clock. The Volunteers are looking for their first conference win.
Yeah, they'll have to do it against Brandon Petty and the Georgia Bulldogs, of course. Last week for Brandon, he goes 29 of 38, 330 yards, touchdown, or 2 touchdowns and an interception. As look at this return for Jet O'Reilly, the lead running back on this team.
Yeah, and Jet O'Reilly found a hole and just absolutely jetted through it. Yes, I'm going to be using the dad jokes on him tonight. And this Georgia offense, we know what Brandon Petty is capable of, but when they can get Jet O'Reilly going out of the backfield, this offense is very good.
Petty fakes the handoff to O'Reilly, has nothing but room, picks up the first down close to the midfield stripe.
And the Tennessee defense knows how good Jet O'Reilly is, and they all sell out on him, leaving the edge wide open for Brandon Petty. And Brandon Petty is a very athletic quarterback, and we know that he can get it done in the backfield.
Under center, it's Petty. hands this one off, and Easton with a loss of 2 on the play.
It seems like Lane Easton is getting the start tonight for the Georgia Bulldogs. We have seen this before where they kind of rotate Lane Easton and Jed O'Reilly, a little bit of a 1-2 punch where each one of them starts a different game.
Under center, it's Petty. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, drops back, and he's going to keep it himself. And it's the ball's ripped away from him. Coming out of...
Was he down or what happened? I didn't see anything.
All we know is coming out of the pile was Daniel Fox with the ball. That is super tough to see. Yeah, he's stripped as he goes down.
That ball is out, clear, and away. The Tennessee defense with the early turnover. It was a 7-step drop for Brandon Petty. As soon as he hit his back foot, he decided to call his own number, and he just couldn't hold on to it.
Verdugo in the gun. Drops back. Gonna keep it himself. He's got room. He'll pick up the first down.
And a good run by Sterling Verdugo, getting 10 on first down, going from first to first again for the Volunteers.
Over on Twitch, a 1-yard touchdown run by Taylor James as Colorado goes up 7-0 on the Longhorns with 5.5 left in the first. Verdugo on YouTube delivers a strike to James Triplett.
And Sterling Verdugo seems very smooth in the pocket tonight. The home team quarterbacks have come out firing so far on YouTube, Elon.
Verdugo in the gun, fakes the handoff, throws, caught by Todd for a 10-yard reception.
That's not just a 10-yard, that's a toady 10, Elon.
Ooh. Not fun, not fair, not fun. Verdugo takes the snap, drops back, rolls towards the right, throws, and that is caught by Wesley Todd, 7-yard pickup.
And it moves the chains to set up a 1st and goal to go situation for Tennessee. We're barely 3 minutes into this game, Elon, and they're knocking on the door again.
Verdugo takes the snap, throws right side, caught. Looks like by Evan Rodriguez, no gain on the play.
And that is a little bit of a walk-on love right there for Evan Rodriguez. Sterling Verdugo, 8 for 8. We're 8 for 8 on the night so far.
Handoff going in. Rodriguez, touchdown, Tennessee.
Again, the walk-on love, spelling Kelby Fulton in the backfield, gets into the end zone. It's 3.5 into the game, and Tennessee is already up 2 touchdowns.
Just expert drives by the Tennessee offense. The turnover really shading early in this game as the kick is up and good from the walk-on kicker.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Tennessee, everything you have done so far as Smokey the Hound does push-ups on the other side of the board. Not sure how he's doing that. He might be a little bit of a sorcerer over there, but if you're looking at what you're doing for Tennessee, this has been absolutely perfect.
One would say he might be defying gravity. Jed O'Reilly with an 18-yard return, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. We got an update for Twitch coming your way right now. 27-yard touchdown run by Jet Sims, and Texas ties it at 7 with 5 minutes left in the first. Petty in the pistol, drops back, throws towards the left side, caught by, looked like Buck Hunter with an 11-yard pickup.
Buck Hunter's always a good guy to get the ball to on the offensive side. Just nice, easy safety blanket, nice pitch and catch, and a first down of the night for Georgia.
Petty in the gun. Takes the snap, hands off to O'Reilly. There he goes. No, this is actually Easton. Easton heading north, touchdown, Georgia.
And typically when it's a run play from that long out, it's Jed O'Reilly, but Lane Easton running right, cuts up underneath 4 defenders and just takes it to the house. And just like that, it's back to a 1-score game.
Wow. And now the Bulldogs make it As you mentioned, a one-score game as Mike Anderson will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and he is good.
I mean, Elon, we started very fast tonight. 4 minutes in, we've seen a fumble. We've seen a long touchdown run. We've seen a walk-on touchdown. We might be in for a good one here in Knoxville.
And the return by Gaither goes for 24 yards. And yeah, check this out. The game summary so far: 12 plays for Tennessee, 5 for Georgia, 89 total yards to 121, but 14-7 lead for the Vols. Verdugo in the pistol. Sends a man in motion. Takes the snap. Holds and fires towards the right side. Caught by White.
And Jimmy White backs his way out of bounds. 7 yards on first down. Sets up a second and short. Good play by Sterling Verdugo and the Volunteer offense.
Hands off this time to Fulton. He'll pick up the first down on a 4-yard gain.
And Fulton getting back in there after the walk-on. Spelled him for the touchdown. Throws a nasty stiff arm running right off the tackle. And a good first down to move the chains for Tennessee.
Verdugo in the pistol. He's got Fulton in the backfield. Takes the snap. Here's Fulton. Has a hole. Goes forward and picks up 7.
And a good job by the Tennessee offensive line driving the Georgia defensive line back. Fulton wasn't touched until he was at least 3 or 4 yards down the field.
Pistol formation for Verdugo. Empty backfield. Sends a man in motion. It was Fulton, and he's going to go deep for the sideline, but overthrows his man. Nobody home.
And the first incompletion of the night for Sterling Verdugo. Avoids the sack. Good play by the young man to keep them in a 3rd and short situation.
Verdugo takes the snap. 4 minutes left in the first. Dumps that one off towards the right side. And it's Evan Rodriguez with a 6-yard pickup.
Evan Rodriguez, the walk-on again, converting on 3rd down. He's getting a lot of love early on. Hey, Tiny, why don't we find this man a scholarship?
I was about to say, we want scholarships given out tonight. Verdugo in the gun. Drops back. Throws, and that is caught for the first down. Big reception for Ace Shepard.
Everything seems to be becoming very easy for the Tennessee offense right now. Finding guys in between zone coverage, getting a lot of great downfield blocking by the offensive line. Verdugo's not having any tough completions. This Tennessee offense is moving like a well-oiled machine.
14-7 Tennessee. Verdugo in the gun, takes the snap, hands off to Fulton, and he'll pick up 8.
It's real tough as a defense, Elon, if the offensive line is getting blocks 5, 6, 7 yards down the field before you even touch the running back.
3.5 or under 3.5 to play in the first. Verdugo throws, that is caught in traffic somehow, some way, brought down by Dusty James.
And Dusty James just went up and snagged it and was one step away from somehow coming out of that and getting into the end zone.
Verdugo hands off Fulton, and he's going nowhere. Brought down by King Harris.
And this time the Georgia defense stops Fulton before he gets to the line of scrimmage and sets up a 2nd and 10. Knocking on the door of the 10 yards to go is the Volunteer offense.
Verdugo drops back, looking, and throws it away.
There's a pretty girl in the front row that he wanted to give his phone number to, Elon. There's no other reason for that.
He pulled out the Sharpie, wrote the number on the ball, and then sent that thing.
Exactly.
Verdugo in the gun, takes the snap, drops back, throwing deep, end zone, touchdown, Dusty James, and Tennessee leads 20-7.
You're going to repay that man for making the toughest catch of the night so far in between 3 defenders, and this one was a lot easier. Alone in the back of the end zone was Dusty James, and it's an easy toss by Verdugo. I mean, everything for Tennessee has gone right.
Multiple options. You also had Macklin there in the end zone as well. as it's 21-7. Great job. Great route running by the Tennessee wide receivers, as evidenced by the fact they had two guys that could have made that play.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment of riches when you are able to do that, as we get a real close-up look at the turf here in Neyland Stadium. But, I mean, if you're a quarterback and you got multiple guys open in the back of the end zone, I mean, it's pick your poison, buddy. Who wants it?
Jed O'Reilly, the 24-yard return. And now, if you're Brandon Petty and company, you're not panicking. It's still early, but you want to keep up. You want to keep pace with this.
I mean, ideally you want to keep pace. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Tennessee is going to drop as many points as they're on pace for, but they're on pace for 84 points tonight so far.
Petty with the handoff. This is Lane Easton again, and he seems to be getting the lion's share of the snaps today.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it seems that Georgia likes to rotate their backs between Jed O'Reilly and Lane Easton, whoever they feel like going with that week, and Easton is running hard so far.
Handoff, and it's Easton again going towards the sideline. Picks up 3.
And the benefits of them running Easton early and often is when he needs a break, Jed O'Reilly can come in on those third downs and provide an extra spark.
Dropping back, it's Petty. Throws over the top. Caught. And this is a big one by, looks like Schifrain, and he's in. Touchdown, Brady Schifrain.
Sometimes English is hard for us, Elon in the booth, but my goodness. In between the zone coverage, Petty finds Schifrain, and Schifrain does the rest. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and runs around another guy. Oh my goodness, we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
All of these touchdowns are long distance, quick strike touchdowns from Georgia.
Oh man, I'd imagine that the guys over on Twitch are kind of going a little insane. We got 5 touchdowns in the first 7 minutes of this game.
This is nuts. As we'll go ahead and kick it back to Tennessee and Sterling Verdugo and company. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going.
I mean, I will say this, Elon, you and me in a Wednesday night YouTube have seen some crazy games. I mean, we've seen a game where Alabama won, where their offense looked like one of the worst in the league, and now we're seeing just offenses just absolutely trading blows here. We're on pace for like a 70-70 game.
I'm dubbing this broadcast booth the Wednesday Night Wonder. As Sterling Verdugo drops back on the play action, goes deep for the sideline. That is knocked away by Catchings.
And Deshaun Catchings on the deflection, but I got to give credit to that offensive lineman coming back and picking up the block on the bootleg to even avoid the sack.
Verdugo in the pistol, hands off Fulton, and he'll get 2, 3rd and 8.
And probably the longest third down of the night so far for Tennessee. And they got their task up in front of them. 3 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can convert and make it 4 for 4.
Verdugo in the pistol. Drops back. Here's the pressure. Throws right side. Caught by Dusty James for a first down. Over on Twitch, we have a 4-yard touchdown by Spunky Tolbert as Texas takes a 14-7 lead on the Buffaloes with 8.5 left in the second, excuse me. Verdugo hands off to Fulton, and he's going to fight forward, picks up 7.
Going back to that third down, Elon, Verdugo was being hit as he threw by his own offensive lineman, hung in and found Dusty James, and then Fulton on first down gets right up ahead and sets up a 2nd and short.
Verdugo, 2nd and 3, empty backfield. Drops back, throws, and that is off of the back of the receiver. It looked like Joel Macklin wasn't ready for him.
And a miscommunication there. There were 3 guys in the same spot. We don't know who he was aiming for, but either way, it was just a miscommunication by the wide receivers.
Verdugo in the gun, drops back. 44 seconds left in the first. Pressure, jump pass, and that's caught. Ace Shepard with a great reception on a desperation throw by Sterling Verdugo.
Desperation or flair. There was no need to fade off your back foot, but he did it anyway.
Verdugo in the gun. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Drops back, throws that one forward. Caught by James Triplett for an 8-yard pickup.
Tennessee is taking everything that the Georgia defense is going to give them right now, and Sterling Verdugo, sitting right at 80% completion on the night, has looked very efficient.
Verdugo with 6 seconds left. Pressure, sacked. Going down and can't finding his way past the smoke himself.
Yeah, and that was just one of those plays that Vasquez ran right through the blocking running back, and the running back didn't even attempt to throw a block right there. But either way, it's a good play by the Georgia defense.
Well, after one, we got a great one. It's Tennessee 21, Georgia 14. You're tuned in to the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Elin Olive and Cade Padgett. We got Tennessee and Georgia here on YouTube. Texas and Colorado have a great game going on Twitch as well, as they'll throw towards the left side. Caught by Macklin. 6-yard pickup.
And Elin, they're in a little bit of no man's land. It wouldn't shock me if Tennessee came out to go for it, but they are going to play the field position game, and this will be our first punt of the night.
We got an update from that Twitch game, as that one will...
For the Brand? For the Brand?
Ooh, maybe.
Yes,
Indeed it is. On the 2-yard line.
We love For the Brand mode. We get everything on YouTube.
Petty hands off. This is Easton for 4-yard pickup. Over on Twitch, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Speedy Hernandez, and Colorado ties it at 14 with just under 7 left in the half. Petty in the gun. Takes the snap on 2nd and 6, keeps it himself, has the first down out to the 20, or to the 15, almost to the 20, 12-yard pickup.
And a good call right there by Georgia. They saw Tennessee only in a 3-down lineman front, which is a good opportunity for you to run, and Petty kills his own number on the read option, gets the first down, and gets out of the shadow of their own end zone.
Petty in the gun, 1st and 10, keeps it on the fake, goes upfield, picks up 9.
And another good keeper by Petty. 4 carries for 36 yards. Got his average right there for 9 yards. And they're quickly approaching midfield.
It's about to say, usually he has 9 carries for 20 yards per game. So he is already off to a great start. Hand off to Easton, and he'll take 3 yards the long way around, but pick up the first down.
Yeah, ran 30 yards to get 3 positively on the gain. And either way, first down, Georgia.
Under center, it's Petty. Play action. Pressure. Throws towards the right side into traffic. And that is drop. Looked like he was trying to get Jeff Master downfield. 2nd down coming up.
That ball harmlessly hits the turf to the joy of the Georgia offense.
Petty on 2nd down. Has pressure. Throws towards the right side into traffic again. This time it looks like he was going after Uriah Pace. But it's going to be 3rd down.
Petty must have something against that the corner on that side of the field for Tennessee. That is back-to-back plays in 2-by-1 coverage. He's targeted his receivers.
Petty on 3rd down. Takes the snap, drops back. Need to convert here. Throw right side, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Buck Hunter.
And 3 incompletions in a row. It was a good job by Georgia to get out of the shadow of their own end zone and potentially flip field position, but a better stand by Tennessee to get the ball back for their offense.
Well, now get it back to Sterling Verdugo and company. Good return here by Trey Gaither. 10 yards for 1st and 10.
Yeah, and if you're Tennessee, just keep doing what you've been doing. The last drive was the only non-successful one you've had, and even at that, it ended with the For the Brand moment.
Verdugo keeps it himself, getting chased from behind, and gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Tyrell Trust on the tackle there. You'd like to see Verdugo have a little bit more awareness to see that, hey, maybe there's somebody coming behind me, and just cut up field and get what I can get.
Pistol formation, Verdugo, hands off, Fulton, goes towards the right side, he's got the first down to the 45, 40, and out of bounds. Kelby Fulton with a 20-yard gain, and that puts him at 45.
And that was a very quick 20-yard scamper by Fulton off the right side. Good downfield blocking by his receivers, and well into Georgia territory again. Go the Volunteers.
Last week, he had 22 carries for 92 yards. He averages a century. Dropping back, it's Verdugo. Going deep, has a man. Oh, it thought he had him. And that was Ace Shepard who couldn't hang on to it.
Ace Shepard heard footsteps there, turned to run to the end zone before he fully secured the ball. He's gonna want that one back.
Takes the snap, Verdugo. Going deep again, overthrows his man. And that'll bring up third down. Over on Twitch, we got an update for you. We'll bring it to you after this big third down play for Tennessee. Verdugo in the pistol. He's got Fulton in the backfield. Drops back on 3rd and 10. Throws, and that is caught by Macklin, or Dusty James, and he's not there quick enough. 4th and 2, and they're going to punt it away.
I'm a little surprised they're punting it. Maybe it's because they got it for the brand moment. They feel like they can do it again. Oh, there it is.
It's a fake. It's a fake, and trying to run upfield with Jimmy White, and he couldn't get there. 1st and 10, Georgia. Over on Twitch, a 3-yard touchdown pass to Cody Scott. Texas regains the lead 21-14 with just over 5 minutes left in the half.
If you're going to go for it there, man, you got to leave your offense on the field.
Brandon Petty and company with a chance to tie this thing up. Takes the snap, quick pass, throws to the right side, and he dropped it. 2nd down.
The receivers getting a little antsy here, dropping these passes. I got to go back to that 4th down, Elon. I mean, if you're going to go for it, which is fine, keep the offense out there and give it to Verdugo or Fulton.
Yeah, I agree. I think Fulton picks that up. Petty drops back to pass, throws towards the right side, caught for the 1st down by Jeff Master.
And Master backs his way out of the sideline. His first catch of the night and a 1st down for Georgia up near midfield.
Petty in the gun. Throws towards the left side, caught, turning upfield. It's Charles with a 7-yard pickup.
Those wide receiver screens are always dangerous, especially since Tennessee brought a blitz from the side of the wide receiver screen. Underthrow right there is a pick 6, but it wasn't underthrown. It was a good throw by Petty. 2nd and 3.
Strong eye formation. Hand off to Easton, and he'll pick up a yard. 3rd and 2.
And a good job by the Tennessee defense, not allowing Easton to stretch it out as much as he'd like to, but there's Easton averaging nearly 11 yards a carry on the night.
5 minutes, 19 seconds remaining here in the half. Goes for the fake pass, throws towards the right side, out to Buck Hunter. 5-yard pickup, good enough for the 1st down.
And there's your big security blanket. 2 catches on the night. Both of them have been for 1st downs. If you're Brandon Petty, you might look to find Buck Hunter a little more.
Dropping back, it's Petty. Throws towards the left side. That is brought in by Charles for the 1st down.
He dropped it again.
Oh,
he dropped it.
Sorry, 2nd down.
Oh, man, these Georgia receivers right now, I mean, they're either hearing footsteps or they ate a little too much popcorn on that sideline.
Petty in the strong eye formation. He's putting it where it needs to go as they'll hand off to Easton. 2-yard pickup, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for much more from Brandon Petty. He's putting it exactly where his receivers can catch it, and they're just not bringing it in.
3rd down has actually been pretty good for Georgia today in limited sample size. Petty drop back to pass, throws towards the right side. It's Easton turning upfield, and he's not going to get there. Hit at the last minute, and it looked like coming up to make the play was Deegan Fry.
And it's a good play by Georgia to get into field goal range. But again, man, if I'm between the 30 and 40 and it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I'm going for it. I mean, it's a good field goal by Georgia, but that's my personal opinion. I'm playing to win, and I'm going to go get it.
Mike Anderson puts it through the uprights and makes this a 4-point game. And now we'll see what Tennessee is able to do here. Really, after the opening, no one's really taken full control of this game. This has been a back-and-forth affair. Even though Tennessee is led from the start, Georgia is slowly but surely coming up to try to close that gap.
Yeah, it was a barrage in those first 7 minutes. It was 21-14 with 2 minutes left in the first, and we've only seen a field goal since.
Verdugo with the screen pass goes to Fulton. No gain on the play.
Yeah, the Georgia defense was selling out there. They brought a big pressure, and the man coverage on the back end brings the receiver down.
Verdugo in the pistol. Takes the snap, drops back. Here's the pressure, but he steps away from it, fires it, somehow finds a Shepherd and turns it into a first down.
Sterling Verdugo likes to be a magician tonight, pulling rabbits out of his hat. And that was another one. Sidestep the pressure, finds Ace Shepherd, and somehow Ace Shepherd does a little bit of a pirouette move to get the first down.
Verdugo in the pistol, drops back. Throws towards the right side, caught by, looks like Triplet. And that'll be a 2nd and 3. Over on Twitch, a 4-yard touchdown pass to Donovan Allen, and Colorado ties it up, and it's a yo-yo affair, 21-21 with 2:58 left in the half. Verdugo takes the handoff to Fulton, and he's going to get 1 yard, 3rd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, that 1 yard was for forward progress only. The dog defense was all over it, and Tennessee on the money down has been very efficient, 5 for 7 so far tonight.
Dropping back, Verdugo. Here's the pressure, lets it up high, and that is going nowhere. 4th down coming up.
You have to think Verdugo's arm was hit as he throws. You don't want to see him throwing it away on 3rd down when you really kind of have to convert and keep your foot on the gas. But nevertheless, the dog defense gets off the field, and we're going to see Brandon Petty again.
And a chance to either make this a 1-point game or take the lead. That's exactly what you're looking for here.
Yeah, who'd have thunk it that with 2:50 left in the half, that after that first quarter, Georgia has an opportunity to take the lead.
Petty under center. Looks like O'Reilly into the game. Throws towards the right side, and that is caught by Master.
And probably the toughest catch of the night for Georgia. Finally a catch in traffic. Held on to by Master and NFL production. Good night. We'll see you later.
Yep.
Hope you can join us tomorrow on YouTube, buddy. Appreciate you being here.
Master with the reception makes it 2nd and 1. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the half. Petty hands off. It's Easton, and he's got the first down. Lane Easton, listen to this season average. 6 carries for 19 yards.
He's got 9 carries, 85 yards tonight, ballooned by that big 65-yard touchdown run.
Check out, that was receptions. I'll give it the yards as that one's picked off. This is trouble, and Georgia's turned it over for the 2nd time. That interception comes courtesy of Dave Dennis.
And that was the mistake that Brandon Petty really couldn't make. Threw it right to Dave Dennis. Thought he had his man up the seam in the cover 3, and Dennis just sat right underneath it. And a good stand by the Tennessee defense.
So Lane Easton's actual 15 carries for 64 yards.
Well, if you read the stats for Easton, they are in a rotation with Jen O'Reilly.
Yep. Verdugo hands off to Fulton, makes one man miss, but picks up a yard.
Like week 1 for Lane Easton, 20 for 135. Week 2, 10 for 20. Week 3, 17 for 57. Week 4, 5 for 19. Week 5, 24 for 87.
Yeah, it seems like they wear out Easton one week, then they'll wear out O'Reilly the next. But look at Fulton carrying this defensive line across the first down marker for 17 yards.
And that's one man that doesn't get worn out. 20 carries on the season, 103 yards a game, averages a touchdown a game. And Kelby Fulton is that dude.
Fulton in the backfield, Verdugo in the pistol, drops back with under 2 minutes to play in the half, throws, and good coverage by Georgia, as that is Jade McPherson able to make that play.
Yeah, Chad McPherson broke on it, and it was his great a great play by McPherson.
Verdugo hit as he's thrown. Pressure. Looks like it might have been a walk-on that put the pressure there. Verdugo in the pistol, 3rd and 10. Throwing, and that is caught for the first down, but forget the first down, touchdown. Nico Dennis, his second one of the night.
And we talked about it early on. The man of the hour continues to be the man of the hour in the second quarter, right up the seam, hit in stride by Verdugo, fights off the tackle inside the 5-yard line and punches it in. Dennis has been all of that tonight.
And as we get a touchdown, they got one over on Twitch. It's Walk On Wednesday over on Twitch as Texas gets a walkout touchdown from 13 yards out. And they take a 28-21 lead. And look at this return. By the way, there's 45 seconds left in the half over there by Jeff Master. A minute 28 here. We'll see what Petty and company have in store. Takes the snap, drops back, throws towards the near sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, and a great return by Master to set the Georgia offense up in plus territory, and Petty maintaining turnover-free ball on that play right there. Didn't want to risk a back-to-back interception.
Petty drops back, throws a bullet, caught by Shafane. First and 10.
Yeah, hey, NFL Productions, I thought you were going to bed, buddy. You told us good night and everything.
He had to see his touchdown, man. I don't blame him.
I don't think he ever left. Yeah, oh, I see it. In chat, he says, that's me. Screw my bed. All right, bet. Yeah, hang out all night with us, buddy.
Drop back. Petty throws, caught by Shafane again. 9-yard pickup, and Brady Shafane with 2 big receptions, 2nd down and 1.
Timeout, Georgia, to stop the clock. They want to maintain clock control here.
Takes the handoff. Petty keeps it, dishes it off to Easton. And Nico, the good news is this game will be over in about an hour, and then you can go to bed. So Petty in the gun. And maybe 30 minutes, you never know. Handoff to Easton, takes off towards the right side with how quickly these quarters are going, because these teams are just putting up tempo tonight.
That's needless to say, yeah.
Petty throws a strike, touchdown, Shafane.
I don't know, Elon. We're going to have to look at that, see if he got his foot down. He was right on the sideline, but a great pass by Brandon Petty, and Shafane was wide open. It's just a matter of, did he get that first foot down before he stepped out?
I think he's all right. We'll see if they look at it. They're going to just let this happen. I think they think it's there.
I mean, good on them then. I mean, personally, I'm looking at that, whether it's a touchdown or not, it was a bang-bang play. Looked like it was close to the sideline from my perspective. And as much as I love the CFSL on Wednesday nights and how awesome these games have been, I'm of the favor of this ending in 30 minutes because it's been a long day as a teacher.
Here's the return by Gaither, 25 yards, and with 46 seconds left in the half, it's 1st and 10, Tennessee, and I believe Georgia will actually be getting the ball at the half.
Georgia will be getting the ball at the half. We have another Twitch update. Yeah, Twitch is going crazy. A 37-yard touchdown pass to Donovan Allen, his second of the night. Colorado ties it 28-28, 7 seconds left in the half.
Verdugo back to pass here on YouTube, finds Fulton. He'll go forward for 6 yards. Timeout, Tennessee with 41 seconds left.
And Fulton, a good 6-yard play right there to get it to 2nd and 4. Tennessee using their timeouts.
Dropping back, Verdugo throws deep. That is caught by Nico Dennis again. Good thing you didn't go to bed.
What a throw. What a catch. My goodness.
Verdugo in the pistol. Drops back, throws, gets that one over to Shepard. 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4.
David, I don't want a 9-time overtime classic because I don't think I'll be able to talk by the end of it.
Yeah, Verdugo back to pass, throws towards the left side. Caught, and that one brought in by Dusty James.
And Tennessee going fast. I mean, they have to. They're running out of time.
13 seconds, Verdugo. Takes the snap, 8 seconds left. Throws, that is caught, and it is Dennis again. Timeout with 4 seconds left. Sets up the field goal.
And a good drive by Tennessee to get down there and get a field goal. 4 seconds left. I'd like to see a potential shot at the end zone. Maybe get it as time's expiring. But nevertheless, it's back to a touchdown lead with 1 second on the clock.
And we'll see what Georgia does with that 1 second. With this game, you never know. We saw it return for a touchdown last game. And now here is this one. That is going to end the half. Jed O'Reilly, 24 yards. So halfway home, and this one has been a great one. It's Tennessee 31, Georgia 24. As we head to the locker room, you're tuned in to the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Elon Olive and Cade Padgett coming to you live from Neyland, as right now the Volunteers with the lead by a touchdown. But real quick, want to invite everyone to join us for Hangout 25 from July 11th to the 13th in New Braunfels, Texas. This is your chance to connect with fellow CFSL members, enjoy great company, and make unforgettable memories. Head over to the announcement channel and fill out the form and let us know if you're coming, how many are joining you, and we hope to see you there. Let's make it the best hangout yet. And I haven't had the opportunity to make it to one of those, but I hear stories and they sound like legendary times.
Well, I will actually get to be at this hangout. I live about 45 minutes away from headquarters. I currently live in San Antonio, Texas, so it's going to be fun to meet everybody and see everybody. But looking at these first half stats, Elon, Georgia's dominated in the run game. Tennessee's dominated in the pass, and those 2 turnovers are what stands out for Georgia. But I did a little research. Nico Dennis is over 100 yards tonight. It's only his second career 100-yard game, and the first career one came in his first career game.
So now we'll see what he does here. Did they win that game?
Let's see. Did they? I mean, it was against Notre Dame. They did. They won it 48-23.
So keep that in mind. Maybe that's a key to victory for them, is get Nico Dennis going. On the other hand, here's Brandon Petty. Gets this one over to Easton. He'll pick up 12 to match the 12 on his jersey.
And a good pitch and catch by Petty to Easton gets them their first down of the second half on the 40-yard line going out.
Shotgun formation, it's Petty. Takes the snap, throws out towards the right side to Easton, and he will keep the feet moving, picks up the first down, 15-yard gain.
And Easton is fighting for every yard tonight. Seems like the Tennessee defense is going to need at least 2 or 3 defenders every play to bring him down. You can't rely on just one, because you see what Easton does right there, and the Georgia offense is on the move.
Petty trying to close the gap. They trail by 7. Hands off to Easton. He goes off towards the left side and is brought down at the very last second by Tay Allison.
12 carries for 94 yards on the night for Lane. Easton has been the workhorse so far for Georgia.
It's got to be. I wonder where that stacks on his career. Easton's only a freshman. Handoff to this is Jed O'Reilly. O'Reilly with a 37-yard pickup.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts tune. I love it. My goodness, he would not go down, and came about half a man short of getting into the end zone, spelling Easton and jetting his way into plus territory.
Looks like Easton back into the game. Nope, this is Jed O'Reilly. And off, and O'Reilly going to get stood up. No gain on the play. And you know what? They bring him in at the half. They got fresh legs from one of the top running backs in the CFSL.
Yeah, that's one of the best luxuries to have right there. And I did some research on Lane Easton. He has one career 100-yard game, and it came in week 1 against Michigan State. He has a chance to eclipse that total.
Keeper by Petty. Touchdown, Georgia. And we are an extra point away from being tied.
And a walk-in touchdown by Brandon Petty. There wasn't a soul around him on that read option. Good drive by the Georgia offense. Took just under 2 minutes, and they have tied it up. Over on Twitch, it's a 2-yard touchdown run by Taylor James, the generational talent, as his second of the night. Colorado goes up on Texas, 35-28, 6:20 left in the third.
What a game we got here, and what a game we got there.
I mean, Elon, I gotta ask, is it wrong that I'm rooting for Texas to lose? As an Aggie?
Yeah, definitely not bad.
Yes, I always root for Texas to lose, and I mean, it kind of helps. It helps us out in the conference standings because, as it stands right now, A&M and Texas are going to play next week. We could force a three-way tie, but if they lose to Colorado, it won't happen.
I mean, in press boxes, there's rules that you're not supposed to root or cheer anything like that. But I guess it doesn't matter on this one.
Oh man,
just as long as you're not calling a Texas game, I guess.
Dude, I had to call the A&M West Virginia game. That one hurt me. That's Gunnar Rice tore us a new one.
Verdugo with the play action throw and catch made to Wesley Todd.
And Verdugo picking up right where he left off. Easy pitch and catch in between the zone coverage. 28 for 37 tonight. Over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. One of his most efficient games of the season.
7 minutes, 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ooh, Ware, that's going to be tough.
You know, I'll say something after this play.
Verdugo makes one man miss, turns up field, and picks up 8 yards, brought down by Brady Cassini.
Elon, maybe it's just me, but we know Beard does a little bit of broadcasting. I feel like we would be doing the league a disservice if it wasn't Beard and Ware in the booth.
Ooh. Let's make that happen. Throw towards the right side, caught by Triplett. Loss of 1 on the play, 3rd and 3. And these Twitch updates are coming quick. We've already got another one coming your way.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Twitch is something else right now. It's a 12-yard touchdown pass to Daniel Blackman. Colorado extends their lead over Texas, 42-28 with 5:30 left in the third.
That's got to be the biggest lead they've had in that game in quite a while.
Yeah, I think they only led by 7 early.
Verdugo in the pistol in a tie game here. Drops back to pass. Throws across his body, and that's bobbled. Oh, boy. Trying to make a play and getting there. Couldn't quite pull it in, and that's going to be a punt.
Probably the most questionable decision of the night for Verdugo, rolling out to his right and firing it back off to his left. That's cardinal sin number 1 if you're a quarterback, and he's lucky that it didn't end up as a turnover. His receiver had a chance to catch it, but he couldn't hold on, and the Georgia defense stands tall.
That drive looked like it was going to amount to something, and then on the drop of a hat, it just stalls. Now Brandon Petty and company with all the momentum as Easton is dropped at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle made there.
And Sean Cunningham on the TFL. Lane Easton, 13 carries, 94 yards. His second highest rushing total of the season.
Petty hands off O'Reilly, goes towards the left side, picks up 5.
And a 3rd and medium coming up. 3 carries for 42 yards for O'Reilly. It's very clear that the Georgia offense is predicated on the run game with Easton, O'Reilly, and Brandon Petty.
Jin Primus with a 5-tackle game tonight. As Petty drops back to pass. Going deep, and that is knocked away. Alex Thompson, the free safety out of Akron, Ohio, on the stop.
The ball hits the turf for the Tennessee defense, and Georgia's going to be punting it. Maybe O'Reilly, or maybe Petty was looking at that as a little bit of an arm punt. Take a shot. Maybe my guy comes up with it. If he doesn't, it's intercepted. It's an arm punt nonetheless.
Gaither with a 6-yard return, and now we'll see what Verdugo and company can do here.
And it's one of the best starting field positions of the night for Tennessee. 35-yard line going out. A couple of first downs away from field goal range.
Been a minute since we've seen Colby Fulton, as Verdugo will put that into the arms of Triplett. 9-yard pickup, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and you have to think that Tennessee and Verdugo want to get Kelby Fulton going again. We know that when your running back averages over 100 yards a game, that is who your offense runs through.
He's only a freshman, too, so Tennessee found themselves a diamond in the rough. Triplett on the left side, drops the football, and it's picked up. And the return by Deshaun Catching.
Yeah, that was one of those plays that the Georgia defense is just going to capitalize on right as it happens. It was a good pitch and catch by Verdugo to Triplett, and Triplett just could not hang on to it. The massive hit by Georgia, number 28, Tyrell Truss, forcing the fumble and starting the Dogs into plus territory.
Petty in the gun. Dropping back. Dumps that one short. Caught by Easton. Goes towards the far sideline. Turns it into 7 yards. Great run there by Lane.
And I know that the screen gets a bad rep in the CFSL, Elam, because it happens on a lot of third downs, but a first down screen pass is a great play call because it gives you an opportunity to get something good going.
Alex Thompson with 6 tackles tonight. Petty drops back to pass, goes towards the left side, throws off of his, looks like his back foot a little bit. Incomplete, 3rd and 3.
You'd like to see Petty plant his feet and get a little mustard on that throw, but yeah, rolling out left, throwing it back right, just didn't have the arm strength.
Petty sends a man in motion. Drops back, goes for the short pass, caught, and he got there. Jeff Master for the first down.
Needed 3, got 4. Good wide receiver screen to Jeff Master, and it moves the chains for Georgia. 35 yards to Pater.
Looking for their first lead of the game. Petty in the pistol. Takes the snap. Drops back, throws. That is caught, this time by Jakari Brown.
And a good play action by Brandon Petty to hit Brown. 5 yards on first down is always a recipe for success.
Brady Foster in there on the stop. Petty sends a man in motion again, drops back, throws towards the left side, caught, and it is Shafane again.
And it moves the chains for the Georgia offense. I mean, they haven't been world-beating outside of the big Lane Easton touchdown run, but they're taking what the defense is giving them.
Drop back, nope, hand off to Easton, and he'll pick up 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
And Lane Easton knocking on the door of 100 yards on the night, 6.9 yards per carry, nice. And a good drive by the Georgia offense.
This has got to be a career high for the freshman. Dropping back, Petty throws up high and nobody home.
Well, the career high for Lane Easton was week 1 against Michigan State, 20 carries for 135 yards.
So he's got a chance to go after that then. Petty drops back. Here's the pressure, throws away across his body. Tay Allison in on the coverage, 4th and 8, and that'll set up Mike Anderson for a field goal.
And it's about a 36, 37-yard field goal right here, but Brandon Petty rolling out to his left, coming back right, going back left, back right, just seemed rattled in that pocket and forces what was a good Georgia drive after the turnover to stall for 3.
Georgia takes their first lead of the night, but it's only a 3-point lead. And here's the return by Gaither out to the 26. All right, Sterling Verdugo and company. As you look at this defense, they've allowed 430 yards, 1 sack. That's it.
Yeah, this Tennessee offense has been clinical at points, and they've really shot themselves in the foot the last couple of drives.
Verdugo, empty backfield. Takes the snap, and down he goes. Lucresa Pettyjohn with the 2nd sack of the night for Georgia.
Yeah, Pettyjohn's first sack, and Georgia sent the house. Looks like they brought 7 or 8 on the jet motion and just said, if they're going to beat us, they're going to beat us, but we're going to get there first. Great job by the Dog defense.
Verdugo in the gun, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom. Drops back. Throws, and that is knocked down to the turf. Great coverage by Brady Cassini.
It feels like Tennessee is starting to force some stuff right here. They were very consistent early on in this game, and too many times have they been behind the chains as of late.
3rd and 18. They need to make something happen here. Holding, going deep, and that is knocked away by Cassini again.
And Cassini just doing his job as the defensive back, getting that ball on the turf, forcing a Tennessee punt and an opportunity for Georgia to extend their lead.
They're going to have some great field goal here in the late third quarter. Sorry, great field position here. As it's brought in by Catchings. He takes off towards the 50-yard line before he is dropped by Gage Henry.
Yeah, and if you look at these stats right now, Shafane has been the guy for Georgia tonight, and Brandon Petty just been super, super efficient. And then, as always, Lane Easton and Jet O'Reilly in that backfield, the 1-2 punch.
Petty hands off Easton, and he goes straight ahead for 12 yards.
And that'll get him over the century mark, 7.2 yards per carry for Lane Easton. He's doing a great job tonight.
Petty under center. Hands off Easton again, and he'll pick up an additional 2.
Yeah, and if you're Tennessee right now, you have to know that Georgia's going to start handing it off to Lane Easton, Jet O'Reilly, and maybe even Brandon Petty in the read option. And that should be your first concern. Stop the run.
Under 2 minutes left in the second. Hand off Easton, and he takes off, has the first down with a 9-yard gain.
Once again, man, he's tearing up this Tennessee defense. These 2-yard gains are starting to turn into 5, 6, and 7 yards here in the third quarter.
It's been almost like those 2-yard games were body blows throughout the opening rounds, and now he's just throwing haymakers. This time it's O'Reilly, goes towards the left side, and O'Reilly gets upended after a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, when you can have that guy as your backup off the bench and give Easton a spell,
oh, man.
That's one of the best duos in the league.
Easton back into the game. Takes the snap. It's Easton. Has the first down, and they'll keep this drive going. A 4-yard gain for Easton. He's at 123. You said 135 was his career high?
Yes, I believe. Let me pull it back up. Yeah, 135. 20 for 135 in week 1.
Petty takes the snap. Keeps it himself and gets away from the defense. Runs over a man, runs over another, and picks up 8.
Brandon Petty refusing to go down. My goodness, what a run by the quarterback.
Petty under center. It fakes the handoff, throws, caught, touchdown. And that,
I don't know if it's a lineman.
I think so. Shannon Hall.
Oh, excuse me. That's an outside linebacker.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Hall reports for duty and reports to pay dirt to make it a 9-point game.
Somebody's going to have to go back and clip that. That went off of Hall's hands, off of the defender's face mask, and back into Hall's hands.
Wow. And now Verdugo and company, with how late this game is going, they are going to have to make a move in this drive right here. Good return by Gaither for 26. We got an update for you over on Twitch as that game is starting to settle a little bit here. An 18-yard touchdown pass to Speedy Hernandez. His second in Colorado is up 49-28 with around 8.5 left. Verdugo, jump pass, nobody home.
Yeah, Sterling Verdugo he's starting to look a little rattled out there in that backfield, and you're going to have to settle in for this last quarter if you want any chance of coming back.
Verdugo in the split backs. Keeps it on the option. Throws towards the left side. Intercepted, and it's Catchings. And he is not going to be caught. Pick 6, touchdown by Deshaun Catchings.
And Catchings doing exactly what he needs to do at the corner position, extending what was a dominant first half by Tennessee into a dominant second half by Georgia, to now a 17-point lead after the extra point.
And still a quarter and 23 seconds to play. Mike Anderson called upon to kick the extra point, and he will do just that. Catchings had the pickup after the fumble, and now he's got a pick 6. What a defensive game by him.
I mean, obviously that'll probably put him into conversation for Defensive Player of the Week with a fumble recovery, pick, and a touchdown. A couple of tackles in there as well, and Deshaun Catchings just had one heck of a night.
Gaither with a good return, and now Verdugo and company have to figure out a way to stop the momentum. Verdugo in the gun, drops back, rolls towards the right, throws across his body, knocked down. Good coverage by Chad McPherson.
Yeah, the wheels have just fallen off for Tennessee in this second half. Everything is going the way of Georgia.
Verdugo in the pistol. Throws, and that is caught this time by Shepard. He'll get the first down as the clock hits 7 seconds.
Yeah, and it's going to take a monumental fourth quarter from Tennessee to complete this comeback. I mean, but we saw it in the first quarter. They scored 21 points very quickly in the first.
Well, we're off to the fourth quarter, and I think we got a great ending for you. To stay tuned to see it. It is Georgia 48, Tennessee 31. You're tuned into the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Elon Olive and Cade Padgett here in Knoxville. Right now, the Volunteers trying to mount a comeback, down by 17. Verdugo throws, and that's knocked to the ground by Benjamin Starks.
And Starks running with the receiver step by step, knocking that ball away, giving the Georgia defense a good play on first down.
Verdugo back to pass. Here's the pressure, throws, and that is knocked down again. This time, it's Brady Cassini who has been all over the place in the secondary, and they're going to line up for 3rd and 10. Verdugo back to pass, 8:51. Throws for the first down, has it to Wesley Todd.
Yeah, and a good pitch and catch by Verdugo to Wesley Todd right there. Gets the chains moving finally for Tennessee, and it's probably the easiest completion he's had since the first drive of the second half.
8 minutes, 47 seconds. They need to get a touchdown here. Verdugo and company into Bulldog territory. Back to pass. Steps up, fires a bullet, knocked down by Smoke Vasquez.
Yeah, and Vasquez knocking that ball away, doing a great job for the Georgia defense. Sets them up 2nd and long, and if you're Tennessee, this clock is now becoming your enemy.
Verdugo back to pass. Throws towards the right side, caught by a wide open Dusty James. 11-yard pickup, 1st and 10, Volunteers.
And Verdugo getting back to what he did in the first half, just taking what the defense gives him, and he's moving the chains.
Verdugo in the gun. He's got Kelby Fulton back there, but at this point, you're not going to see a lot of him. And he makes a liar out of him. Screen pass goes to Fulton, and he will pick up 7.
And a good job by Verdugo to get it to Fulton, and Fulton to turn nothing into something. And 53 passes for Sterling Verdugo tonight. That's not exactly what you want to see.
Verdugo in the pistol. Sends a man in motion. Looks to be Shepard. Drop back. Has pressure, throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He had a man on the sideline, but airmailed it a little bit. He was hit as he throws. And it was once a 5 for 7 was Tennessee on 3rd down. They're now 7 for 12, and it's just the second half has not been what the first half was.
Verdugo drops back, throws over the top, touchdown, Wesley Todd.
And that'll get him back in it. A nice strike over the middle on the post route by Wesley Todd. What should be a 10-point game. 7:45 left in the game, and if you're Tennessee, you're one stop away from getting right back in this.
7 minutes, 45 seconds.
Oh, no way.
Whoa, we got a huge update
way.
coming your way from Twitch.
That's wild.
Tolbert pulls a Dan Orlovsky and steps out the back of the end zone for a safety, and Colorado extends the lead 51-28 with 5:41 left in the game.
I mean, that makes the Big 12 as uncomplicated as it should be for going into Week 8. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, Petty in the gun. Colorado looks to do pretty well there. Goes for the screen pass. Out, and he drops it.
And this Tennessee defense finally getting a little bit of fire about them. They know that they need to get Georgia off the field very, very fast.
Petty takes the snap, drops back, throws towards the right side, caught by Master. Or no, that's Shafane. 6-yard pickup, 3rd and 4.
And 6 catches, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns. First, Shafane has been the guy for Brandon Petty tonight. 3rd and 4, coming up 4 for 8 on 3rd down so far.
Tennessee needs a stop. Petty sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, quick pass, throws over to Easton. He's got the first down to the 40, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and brought down at the 25. Lane Easton with a 45-yard reception, and he's got 86 yards receiving tonight to go with his century on the ground.
He's probably approaching 200 total yards in offensive scrimmage yards, and my goodness.
Petty goes to the screen to O'Reilly, and he'll slip through some defenders and get back to the line of scrimmage.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They ran the same play back-to-back, except this time the Tennessee defense is all over it. And my goodness, man, if Georgia has done anything that they wanted to do since that first quarter.
Petty drops back, throws, and that is caught. Touchdown, Uriah Pace, and Georgia gets the 17-point lead back.
Right over the middle goes Petty to Uriah Pace on the flag route, and he just, in one-on-one coverage, just trusted his man to go up and get it.
55-38 with 6.5 left here in the 4th. We've been waiting to hear the name Uriah Pace for a while, and that was definitely worth it. Here's the return by Gaither. 425 yards. And now if you're Verdugo and company, you got to score, and you got to score quickly to give yourself a chance.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something, you got to do it now.
Verdugo takes the snap, goes for the pass out towards the right side to Todd. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7. Pistol formation, Verdugo drops back, throwing for the first down, but he couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, it had it on the sideline, just couldn't, like you said, couldn't hang on to it. Sets up a 3rd and long for Tennessee, and you need it now, Elon.
Here in 4-down territory as well. Dropping back, Verdugo throws deep, and that is caught for the first down by Ace Shepard.
And probably if he has half a shoe size smaller, he turns that up the sideline and has a chance to take it the whole way. The C route from the outside spot by Shepard was run with perfection, and he just barely stepped out.
6 minutes left in the game. Ball on the 49-yard line of Georgia. Verdugo in the split backs. Drops back. Decides to run, goes towards the left side, and he's brought down on the play.
And a good run by Verdugo, 4 yards on first down, sets up 2nd and 6, but clock's ticking away, 5.5 left.
Dropping back, Verdugo on 2nd and 6, throws towards the left side. It's Fulton, and he tries to turn the corner. Not going to happen. No gain on the play.
Yeah, nowhere to go right there for Kelby Fulton, 3rd and 6, and if I'm Tennessee, I'm abandoning the short passing game. I'm abandoning the run game. I got to get points, and I need them now.
Verdugo drops back. Throws that one intended for Fulton, but he couldn't hang on to it. 4th and 6.
Honestly, probably a good job by Fulton to not hold on to that, as the clock's not going to run, and he would have been brought down short of the line to gain anyway.
Pistol formation for Verdugo. Big play here. Drops back, throws, caught for the first down. Ace Shepard.
Wide open on the slant. Ace Shepard over the 100-yard mark for the night tonight. And Sterling Verdugo up to 61 passes.
Verdugo back to pass. Throws that one off to Fulton. Tries to turn upfield. He'll get to the sideline. 5-yard pickup, 2nd and 5.
5 yards on first down is always good, and the fact that he did step out of bounds will slow the clock a little bit. But if you're Tennessee, I mean, I'm going to keep saying it's going to sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but you got to go.
Yep. Verdugo back to pass, throwing deep, and nobody home.
It didn't have anybody open and wanted to avoid the sack and avoid the turnover plays for third down.
Verdugo in the pistol. Walk on in the backfield, drop back. Verdugo throws, that is caught by Shepard for a 24-yard gain, 1st and goal. They got to go.
Yeah, Shepard coming back to it, bails his quarterback out because Verdugo is getting hit as he throws, and is a great play by Shepard. And they have gone final over on Twitch. Colorado takes down Texas 54-28.
Big win for the Buffaloes there.
That really shakes up the Big 12.
Verdugo in the pistol, hand off Fulton, goes towards the right side, touchdown Tennessee.
And a good run by Kelby Fulton, cutting it out and cutting it back in. And 4:20 left. You still got plenty of time. Now only a 10-point deficit, but your defense needs to stop, and they have shown that they cannot stop Georgia in this second half.
Kick is up, and it is good. 10-point lead. You're absolutely right. They got to get a stop here. Everybody take a deep breath on that Tennessee sideline.
You're gonna need something miraculous if you're Tennessee.
As O'Reilly brought down after a 25-yard gain, and these are the 3 guys: O'Reilly, Brown, O'Reilly. Just yeah.
Not sure what we're being shown there.
Yeah, I don't know.
These are the 3 guys. Well, 2 of them are the same. I don't know who the other one is.
And the other guy's on the other team. That one throws to Shafane, 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
We love when Revamp throws us some information that we don't know how to deal with it.
Ball on the 30-yard line, 2nd and 7. Petty back to pass, throwing deep, and that is caught. And a big reception for Jaden Charles.
Right behind the defense, underneath over top the linebacker, underneath the safety. Just absolute touch on that throw by Brandon Petty to find Jaden Charles, and that's what you can't have if you're Tennessee.
3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. And Georgia probably going to take their time here. Petty, handoff Easton. He turns upfield and gets to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
And brought down by Alex Thompson, his 10th tackle of the night. And if you're Tennessee, no more yards on the field right here if you want any shot at this game.
Petty in the gun. Sends O'Reilly in motion. Takes the snap. Screen to O'Reilly. Goes towards the right side. O'Reilly fights his way forward. Picks up 3, 3rd and 7.
The screen pass on that jet motion has been a good play for Georgia tonight. But if you're Tennessee, you see that, you may want to try to jump it.
Petty in the gun. 2 minutes, 55 seconds and counting. Taking their time here. I also note they get a first down. They can pretty well put this away if they play their cards right. Petty drops back to pass, 3rd and 7, throws, caught, and is he going to get there? No. Easton doesn't gain anything, and it's 4th and 7. Clock rolls with 2 minutes, 26 seconds, 24 seconds left, and it's going to set up Mike Anderson for a field goal attempt. He won't do this until inside the 2-minute mark.
If you're Tennessee, it was about as good as you could hope for after that Jaden Charles completion. A field goal still keeps it a 2-possession game, but the most valuable asset that you have right now if you're Georgia is time, and you are very quickly running out of it.
If you're Tennessee, should you have called the timeout after that play?
I don't hate the not calling the timeout, but it means that you're putting all of your chips into the basket of we need an onside kick, because a minute 50 left, realistically, you have to score by the 1 minute mark. So you got 50 seconds and you want to keep as many of your timeouts as you can. And then you're going to need an onside kick. So at some point, the clock is going to strike midnight.
When you mentioned it, 50 seconds to move 100 yards. Here we go. Gaither gets it 26 yards, and they got 47 seconds left.
A minute 47.
Not letting them up.
No, they're going to try to bleed as much clock as they can. But, I mean, if you're Tennessee, it's deep shots.
Yep. Verdugo takes the snap, drops back, throws deep, and that is knocked away by Cassini. Man, he's been amazing tonight.
Yeah, Cassini just doing everything he can right now in the back end of this Georgia defense. It is a no-fly zone towards his side of the field.
Verdugo takes the snap on second down, has 40 seconds, throws this one, and that is knocked down, and guess who? He's there again, Cassini.
Well, I'm curious. I mean, do we ever know what the career high for a single game in deflections was?
I have no idea.
I mean, I just don't know.
Verdugo, pressure, running out of time, and he's sacked. He takes the sack for a loss of 7 yards. Coming up and making the play, it's Lucretia Pettyjean.
Oh, my goodness. She was triple teamed on that play, and she just fought through it. My goodness. And so we do have the information. There's 7 deflections in the one single game in season 9. And Cassini, I don't think he's going to get there tonight, but he's done a magnificent job nonetheless.
This could be the game right here. Verdugo takes the snap. They need to pick up 17 yards. Throws it over towards the sideline, and that's going to do it. Macklin couldn't stay in, and it's 1st and 10, Georgia.
As our colleague Ryan Moreland loves to say, you throw short, you stay short. And that was exactly what Tennessee could not have happened.
Easton picks up 2 yards. Timeout, Tennessee.
And we expect to see a lot of Lane Easton and a lot of Jed O'Reilly here for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Hand off Easton. He'll go forward and fight his way. Picks up 6 yards. Timeout, Tennessee again.
Now, I'm curious to see how close Lane Easton is to his career high in rushing yards.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see that too. 3rd and 2. Big handoff to Easton. Throws for the first down. And Jakari Brown hangs on to it, forcing Tennessee to call their final timeout. And that is probably going to do it.
That is that is going to do it. That's the best formation in football, victory formation. Georgia putting a cap on what was an absolutely offensive shootout here tonight in Knoxville.
Look at the total yards, 566 to 565.
Oh, dear Lord. I mean, and both teams had very crucial turnovers as, they're going to give Easton another carry.
Let's see it. Number 137.
That 6-yard carry is going to give him a career high in rushing yards, eclipsing his week 1 total of 135.
And that is going to do it. Your final score, it's Georgia 58, Tennessee 45. Cade Padgett, your final thoughts.
It was a great SEC battle. Georgia with their 2nd win on the season, their 2nd conference win. Both teams now sit at 2-5. Going into week 8, Georgia has a chance to potentially backdoor their way into a vote in for the playoffs. And if you're Tennessee, it was one heck of a game, and you still can finish the season strong as well. And man, what a Wednesday night, Elon.
Absolutely. A big thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner for tonight's action, Mr. Cade Padgett. And on behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Elon Olive, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Join us tomorrow for Thursday of week 7 here on YouTube, where we'll get started with West Virginia and Oklahoma at 6:30 Central Time. Thank you guys so much for making this the great community is, and we will see you next time. Good night from Neyland.